We have a very full studio at the moment. I am so honored to be joined this morning by the manager and owner at Woodcraft in Springfield to show us some really cool things we can do here in studio. First of all, Susan and Scott from Woodcraft, thanks so much for joining us. How are you doing this morning?
Good, yourself?
Doing all right. And Susan, all right so far?
All right, yeah, thank you.
Well, fabulous. We have a whole spread of different products here in front of us as we prepare for, I'm kind of thinking Valentine's Day is coming up. If you're looking to make something nice, a little heartfelt for that special someone in your life, these are all these great examples that you can take advantage of and make some really cool things down at Woodcraft. Scott, I'll start with you because you're the one behind this laser carving machine. Why don't you show us what you have in front of us here and talk a little bit about what kind of cool things you can make over there at your guys' store.
So with this laser here, this is the X Tools F1 laser. You can mark pretty much anything you want. You can mark, as you've got macaroons.
We've got macaroons over here.
Yeah, macaroons. We've got paper. This is just thick cardstock.
No kidding.
That is just in layers.
And then you kind of lay them over each other. Why don't you show that to this camera here and see what they've got. Pull me up on camera too. Take a look at this really cool pieces of paper. Yeah, so you lay them over each other and then? And
then you make your layered mandala. If it wants to play nice. There you go. So then it's just like that.
What a beautiful thing. And it's all done with that laser carver.
Yes. So you just use the software. These files are online for free.
Yeah.
You can just sit there and manipulate them so that way they can fit. Like this is the full size that the machine can cut.
Yeah.
And then this is just the same thing, but scaled down. So yeah, you can use paper, you can use leather, you can mark on wood, metal, plastics. It's pretty much unlimited, and food, because you can see by the
we'll talk about that in a second. And Scott, I believe you're going to get a laser carving display going for us.
Yep.
Is that right? Why don't you dive into that? I'll talk with Susan, because you're the owner of the whole show.
Yeah,
you guys got quite a bit of opportunity here. Now, paper, macaroons, all sorts of things being laser carved.
Yeah.
Now, people, you said, have an opportunity to learn how to do this themselves.
We do. We do a lot of classes in store. You can sign up online. We've got classes scheduled out through March, and just go to woodcrafteugene.com, and that'll take you right to all our class stuff.
What sorts of things would people learn at those classes?
So we do cutting board classes. We've got epoxy river table classes, turning classes to turn a bowl like you see up front here. Yeah. We do free demos on Saturday usually. Is this something
like these cutting boards, things like this? Are these things you could learn in one class?
Yeah.
No
Definitely.
kidding.
So when they come in and do a class, they'll go home with this cutting board class.
So if you're looking...
So you'll take this home with you.
Make a gift for Valentine's Day, something like that. It really is something handmade with a little extra love to it. So that's a really exciting thing. How busy do those classes get for you guys?
We like to keep them pretty small so that everybody can get their hands on power tools and learn the tools. Oh,
and there we go, Barry, with a great shot of that laser carver going. That must... Do people get really excited when they get involved with something like this?
Oh, yeah. It's pretty cool. So this Saturday, 10 to 1, we've got a free class demo. You can come in and make your own paper filigree. So that'll be a fun one. And it's free, open to anybody.
You've got a couple coming up. You've got one this Saturday. You've got another. Is it in February? Is it before Valentine's Day?
February 8th.
So if you are a last-minute shopper like this guy, maybe I'll be there on February 8th, a week out, to make sure I've got something really cool. How many years have you guys been offering these classes and creating all these really cool products?
It's been awesome. The woodworking community in Eugene, we're the only store in Oregon now.
Yeah.
I've owned Eugene location for 17 years, so that's pretty exciting.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've been in Eugene 26 years total, so it's nice to have the local store.
Sure. Now you have these classes we've talked about, but what else does your store offer for folks here in the Eugene, Springfield area?
Yeah, we sell all sorts of woodworking tools and supplies, power tools, wood, lumber. Again, the classes are a big thing. Can't really get those online, the hands-on experience.
Absolutely.
So
speaking of that hands-on experience.
That's what keeps people coming into the store.
Sure thing. But Scott, you've been carving away over there. We saw some really cool video there through my cameraman Barry, seeing those laser carvings. Show off what you got done here.
So I cut it out. It was a little too big for the piece of paper that I had, but it just popped right out, and yeah, you've got extra parts pieces.
Wow.
So
I'll hang on to that. Now show me, I think I see one back there that looks a little branded. What you have back there hiding on the table?
I don't know.
My sales manager would be happy if I end up shouting that one out. Why don't you show that to Barry over here? We'll get a close shot on that one.
So
the
again,
NBC
this is
Peacock.
the layered and you can do any color. I just happen to have blue.
Sure.
I didn't have red,
That's
so I was trying to find
okay.
it.
We'll let you off this
And
time.
then you just cut it, and then you can just stack it on top.
Wow, that's really. And now you can, as long as it's within size, Scott, you can get as creative with these different designs as you like.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And I'll turn this towards Barry too, because you can get. I mean, we're talking intricate designs. These things are obviously laser focused. Here, I ruin your display as I
That's
try
all
to show it off
good.
for you. But you can get all sorts of intricate and these very unique, different designs. How much fun do you have playing with all these different options here?
Probably more than I should be while I'm working.
Check out Susan. Yeah, Susan will cut you off
Right.
here.
Oh, yeah.
pretty much.
I
but
mean,
yeah.
that is a fun time, though. So, do
yeah.
you host these classes, Scott, or who's in charge of these classes?
I host these classes.
How much fun is it for you to get to see people kind of with their eyes lighting up as they get to create something so fun?
It's really good. It's just like teaching in class and showing someone how to make a cutting board. When they're done, you're walking away with a finished product, and yeah, it's super fun, it's super exciting. And then to show that besides just doing a simple cut, you can make all sorts of things. So yeah, it opens, expands the possibilities.
Now, we have that class coming up this Saturday. You can find it at, remind me of the website, Susan.
Woodcrafteugene.com.
Woodcrafteugene.com. Is it a laser-specific class? Is it a wood cutting board creating class, or is it your own?
Laser Pacific class.
Very
So
cool.
that's going to be making the three-dimensional cut pieces for Valentine's Day. So always come by last minute.
Hey, Scott's an
make
everyday
some
romantic
macarons.
around here. He can absolutely, and then yeah, you can create a really cool design, and then laser
you
cut
can
some
do that.
macaroons as well. Could I write
Right.
like a little "I love you"
You
kind of
could.
thing like that or
Yeah.
something? I'm
Yeah.
getting all sorts of
So
ideas.
if you guys
for
brought in
Valentine's
little
Day.
macaroons or whatever you want to laser on, we can make them up for you, and you've got your own custom gift.
Well, shoot. Hopefully my fiance is not watching today, so she doesn't know I stole all these ideas from Scott and Susan from Woodcraft. Thank you guys so much for coming
Thank
on
you.
this morning and hanging out with me,
Definitely.
and for giving us the great display. You guys, thank you
Anytime.
so much.
Thank you.